it's hard to predict what they'll do. I am a big threat to them. And so the things that were done in this trial that people can go back and watch on Frank's speech was just atrocious. I mean, people can see it for themselves. Unfortunately, the jury was not allowed to see what was going on.
That was former Colorado elections official and Stop the Steal celebrity Tina Peters. Yesterday, she was found guilty of 4 felonies for her role in tampering with election equipment after the 2020 election. Tina Peters, the former Mesa County clerk, was found guilty on 7 of 10 charges, including several counts of attempting to influence a public servant and conspiracy to commit criminal impersonation. She will be sentenced on October 3rd and could face prison time. Here's how this all went down. Prosecutors charged Peters in 2022 and accused her of helping secretly copy Dominion voting system's hard drives by sneaking a former presidential staff surfer and purported computer expert into secure areas of her office in 2021 using someone else's security badge. In August of 2021, Ron Watkins, who has spread false election theories around the country, published photos of election equipment and passwords that were traced back to Mesa County. A week after Watkins first posted about the equipment, copies of 2 Mesa County hard drives appeared online. Soon afterward, Peters said she commissioned someone to copy the hard drives to preserve their data and compare them to the hard drives after the software update. The data from her office was featured at a symposium held by Mike Lindell, the MyPillow CEO who continues to spread lies about the election. After the material appeared online, Colorado Secretary of State Jenna Griswold successfully sued to block Peters from running elections. Daniel Rubenstein, the Republican district attorney who led the investigation into the data breach, said, "This community has suffered greatly from the dishonesty, lack of transparency, and refusal of Ms. Peters to take accountability. But despite being charged for her illegal actions, Peters has continued promoting baseless information." Ahead of the trial, Peters claimed without evidence that someone was able to inflate the voting rolls and cast ballots in the names of others. She blamed the deep state for her divorce and called for ending the use of voting machines. And she said this earlier this week on Steve Bannon's show. Take a look.
We're going to continue to fight this in the law, and in the meantime, until they either kill me or put me in prison, I'm going to keep speaking out about the injustice, about what's going on in these big multinational global corporations that have these vote flipping software.
Sounds like pretty serious stuff, John. The deep state is leading to divorce.
Yeah, 100%. I know that like these partisan times have broken up a lot of couples. It must be especially hard for the cyber ninjas. These people, look, they're just deeply pathetic. Like, I understand that everybody wants to be a part of something. Everybody wants to help, to identify a problem and help to solve it. There are actual problems that exist. She could have helped deal with childhood hunger or climate change or gun violence, or pick an issue, pick a stupid issue even. But they come up with absolute nonsense. I don't know if it seems like more heroic, more subversive to just read a thing on Facebook or something and make that your entire life. But nothing that she said meant anything. She sees herself as a hero that the government might want to kill to silence. I don't think they care about you. I think they and we care so little that I knew your name a minute ago and I've since forgotten it. And I don't think I'm ever going to know it again. And in 2 weeks' time, you might be sentenced, but I'm not going to remember who you are. I don't think most people will. You wasted your life by breaking the law, following like the dictates of an insane pillow salesman. Like, that's a weird final act for you. I hope you're satisfied with it. Like, she says they'll have to kill me or send me to jail. You've already been convicted. I think it's going to be the second one, actually. I don't think it's going to be the murder. They're not going to Epstein you. You've already been convicted of crimes. Look, honestly, go spend time with your family. Go develop a hobby. Or if you care about politics, find an actual issue where actual people are suffering. That is all a healthy way to approach this. But so many people have had the healthy impulse to want to be a part of our democracy completely co-opted by the craziest billionaires in our country. And I think that's super sad.
Yeah, there's an extent, I feel bad for some of these people because I'm probably sure they weren't like this before the Trump era. I'm sure they were far right or deeply conservative, but denying reality, buying into conspiracy theories, acting on them, I feel like is a byproduct of the Trump world, the broader Trump world, the people they amplified, the people they give spotlights to, people like Mike Lindell and Steve Bannon, who pushed these theories for personal gain and in some cases for profit. They hoodwinked these people. I mean, Bannon was involved in the we build the wall scam. Mike Lindell has been pushing nonsense for years, ridiculous documentary, his products. They're trying to capitalize on these people who are just looking for like answers. And when you're so wrapped up in this cult of personality with Trump, and then he loses, it's much more appealing to buy into this narrative. Oh, he didn't lose. And I can be part of the solution to help get him back. Restore order in your own life. Restore order in your worldview. And now she's going to jail. It didn't need to be this way. And the people who push this stuff, the people who pushed January 6th, all those people who got arrested, while the people who organized it, put it together, promoted it, where's their repercussions?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're the ones who got everyone there, who inspired it, who encouraged it. Where's their day in court? It's just, it is really, really sad to see.
Yeah. Just super fast, I just want to acknowledge that there have been a few people who, at least like prior to their sentencing, have said that they, like regret following Donald Trump and they regret this. And I'm sure there's got to be a few. There's not nearly enough. Like there have been so many people that have been conned and grifted by Donald Trump, by Steve Bannon, by all of these people. Like they've just had their bank accounts sucked dry. They've been sent to prison. They've lost their family. Their relationship with their kids is ruined. And I don't see nearly enough like regret coming from them. Like they've gone down this dark path. They are literally paying the price and they don't seem to mind. And that just seems sick.